All right. Hello, Taylor. So if you would tell us a little bit about LifeVantage and all the goodness.
Of course, of course. And so, yeah, my name is Taylor Worre. I am the director of new leader experience for LifeVantage. I've been with the company for about 3 years now. And without any ego at all, I've spent my entire life in this space. My father is kind of looked at as a legend in the space. His name is Worre. He's written probably the best-selling book in our space, Go Pro, The 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. But I have been honored to represent LifeVantage for the last 3 years as a corporate executive. I've spent 16 years in this space, both as a distributor and a corporate executive, and just so excited about everything that LifeVantage has going for it. And I really just want to run through really quickly because we have on an unbelievable distributor, one of our top elite distributors that you have the ability to hear from today. That is actually the upline of Michelle, the amazing Marianne and Michelle. But we are just excited because personally, 3 years ago, I was looking to make a change. I was looking for the place to plant my flag. And I know that some of you out there might be in that position where you're looking for the right place to plant your flag permanently. You're looking, whether you've been in network marketing and you've been burned and you're like, man, if I could just find something that's just consistent and real, like everything we've heard about, or you've never been in network marketing before and you're like, man, all these people that are talking about a home-based business, it always seems so sleazy and weird to me in the past. To find something legitimate where I could actually work from home and enjoy it and not feel like I was taking advantage of people, man, that would be so cool. That is something that I was really interested in, is something real. And so I had 5 main criteria, and I would ask everyone that watches this to judge whatever it is that you do, if you're looking at LifeVantage or anything else, on these 5 criteria. But the number one was product strength for me. I needed to represent a company that had legitimate and pure product strength. And what you're going to hear from Jackie here in a little bit is all about that product strength and all the amazing things that these products do in your body. But to know that the company has not only 30 published medical studies on PubMed.gov, but those studies are done on the products themselves. They're not done on the ingredients within those products like so many companies have out there where they're like, hey, this is a CBD product and come check it out. And it's 3% CBD, but they want to show you all the amazing studies about what CBD does in the body. It's like, well, that's not what your product really consists of. And so when you have over 30 published medical studies from Harvard, Duke, Penn State, the National Institute of Aging in North America, all of these amazing universities and associations that are non-self-funded studies, double-blind studies that are really showing the validity in the product, we have the ability to say through our products that we have a true resource and capability to reduce the oxidative stress within your body by 40% in 30 days. Oxidative stress has become a main keyword in the last, 12 to 16 months. But product strength and then diversity of products, to see that LifeVantage over time did not get lazy with their product offering, to know that not only did they develop and bring to the table multiple tier 1 products, but also an award-winning hair care system, an award-winning skincare system, an amazing neurotropic smart energy drink. And so there's just been benefit after benefit that has really given me the validity to believe that LifeVantage has the best products in the network marketing arena and in the space of nutritional health and wellness. On top of that, these products have 9 patents, 7 domestic and 2 international patents protecting them as well. So with more filed already. But the second thing for me was corporate structure. You can have the best products in the world, but if you don't have a corporate team that's set up to take your company into the future, you're not going anywhere. And I love that LifeVantage, between the top 20 executives of this company, represented over 400 years of combined network marketing experience. That this company had dedicated their lives to putting people in the places that they needed to be in, that they have worked their whole lives to be at. We have Dr. Brian Dixon, who worked for a decade as the vice president of research and development for USANA Health Sciences, an unbelievable network marketing company, a legacy company, but chose to come to LifeVantage because he saw that we were in this, what he calls a sweet spot, and could not miss out on We have just, I mean, person after person, you go down the line and see the resumes of every executive we have on our team, and you would just be blown away. Our chief sales officer, Justin Rose, has worked with 3 different companies and taken them up to $1 billion a year in sales. And so with LifeVantage, he expects to do the same. The third thing that I looked at that was wildly important to me was field culture. Again, you can have a great corporate team and you can have a great product, but if you have that, you know, what I call the bikini and Lamborghini mentality, where everything's about the ego, everything's about me, how much money can I make and how much money can I show off? LifeVantage is not the place for you. What we're about is family, is servant leadership, is about philanthropy, is about leaving this planet better than when we got here. And we embody it in everything that we do and all that come on board with us here. And so if that's really what you're into, that philanthropic mission about genuinely having a product that really makes a difference in people's lives for real. And on top of that is paired with an opportunity that if they take advantage of, they genuinely have the ability with hard work and dedication over a consistent period of time to be able to build a residual income that is potentially generational. And so there is some wild benefit. The last 2 things that I needed were opportunity and timing. And what I'll tell you with LifeVantage when it comes to opportunity, I don't speak a lot of conjecture because we're a publicly traded company. One of the great benefits of this company is the transparency you get being publicly traded. But on top of that, you also have a compensation plan that, in my opinion, is one of the most lucrative and long-term consistent compensation plans you can find in the space, paying out on average between 48.5 and 49.2% month over month in comp plan payout, making LifeVantage from what I've been able to find the highest payout network marketing company in the space. Timing wise, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we know that there are tens of millions of people around the United States alone that are struggling right now, that are out of work or have been furloughed or are not, you know, having the hours that they at one time did. And it was looking like it was going to be great. We're going to get back. Now it's looking like there's different variants coming in, and this vaccine might take a little bit longer to get out. And so people are struggling right now. And I'm not saying that LifeVantage is the catch-all, cure-all, that we're going to cure everyone and save everyone. We're never going to do that. And we're never going to say that. But for those that have an entrepreneurial spirit, for those that have a dream to, within their free time, build their future, build their fortune in their future, LifeVantage, I believe, is an unbelievable vehicle to do that. Again, with hard work and dedication, I think that a person that is willing to put the time into personal development and coaching to become their best selves and share this opportunity and products with others truly has the ability to just live an unbelievably blessed life. And so in so many ways. And so the timing has been right for 3 years for me. And I've seen it just get better and better and better for us personally, not for the world or for what's going on with what's, situationally, but at LifeVantage, I've just seen things get better and better and better. And so I have been fired up and excited. And with the new addition of this amazing team and these amazing leaders, what I do is work in the red carpet program. So my job is to help onboard leaders like Marianne, Michelle, and Jackie into LifeVantage and make sure that their first 6 months to a year here with us is as smooth as possible. So their team that comes on with them is going to get what we call the red carpet treatment, nothing but support and love from us on the corporate side. And with that, I want to turn it over to the amazing Jackie Kilby, who is, just crushing it right now. She's just, you can't help but fall in love with Jackie every time you hear her talk. And wait till you get to meet her, because that will seal the deal for you. If you had any doubts, which I doubt you will, but if there's any hesitation, that will be sealed the second that you're able to see her face to face and get a hug, because she is one of the kindest souls you will ever meet, and a servant leader. You will not find a better servant leader than Jackie Kilby. And so to talk a little bit about the validity of the products, to talk a little bit about where LifeVantage has been and where we're going, please welcome up the amazing Jackie Kilby.
Aw, thank you so much, Taylor. You know, I think you're the best, and thank you for sharing. Every time I hear you, I'm re-inspired over and over
I know.
again. And
Taylor's the best, and so are you, Jackie.
thank you, Michelle. I just think you're wonderful, and thank you for your leadership already, you and Marianne. But you know,
Thank you.
honor. It's an honor for me to be here tonight. It really is, and this never gets old to me. Michelle, you and I've had a chance to really talk over the past few days, and I've shared a little bit of my story and what a game changer these products have been in my life, you know, to bring me health and strength and vitality that I can go from early in the morning until late at night until I've just used every little bit that I have. And I'm honored to be in this space, Michelle. I think you wrote something on your invitation today that you can't unsee this. Isn't that what you said, Marianne? I mean, Michelle?
Yes, exactly.
And what did you mean by that?
What I meant by that is once you know that this actually exists,
Right.
There's nothing that could really perk my interest after this. I mean, it's just like there's nothing better, in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure anyone's opinion. There's just nothing better, and so once you know, you know. You know better and you do better, right?
Well, you know, when you can be at the forefront of something before the wave hits, and you and I've talked about this, if you can be there before it becomes a household word, because I mean, before everyone knows what Nerf2 technology is or what nutrigenomics is. And so we're in a space that is truly a game changer. It was in my health. It has been in the health of so many other people. And to be the first to market to bring these incredible products to me is such an honor. And I feel like we can't get the word to the people fast enough because it makes, as you know personally, you've experienced it already, what these formulas can do when we consume them. Yeah. And I'm just going to kind of give a helicopter view, and you can ask me other questions, but I just want to give a helicopter view about our flagship product, which our first one that we were kind of born from, which is our NRF2 formula, our Pretendum NFR2. And it in and of itself has got so much backing with it. You know, it's published by name in or help me here, I'm losing my train of thought. PubMed.gov is published in PubMed.gov by name, which that in and of itself is such an honor. But it was the first formula of its kind, Michelle, that was able to reduce our oxidative stress. And putting that simple is just the body's ability to remove that cellular damage, which we're bombarded with 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's nothing you can do to stop it. If you're breathing oxygen, if whatever you might be doing, you're constantly creating these free radical damages. And what people don't realize is if we really start aging, by the time you hit 20, believe it or not, everything starts to slow down. So wonder why when you get 40, you know, you start to think, okay, that's where all the over the hill stuff comes in, because literally inside of our bodies is drastically changing. So imagine, you know, through this tremendous science, they were able to create this formula, this NRF2 Pretendum formula that activates that protein in our cells, just like when we were a child again. And they found that in 30 days, they were able to remove that damage by 40% just by consuming NFR2. That was powerful. And people came out of the woodwork, literally, universities and colleges and so many people doing their own peer-reviewed studies because of the original results that we got. And so, you know, when you're able to do this, you talk about supporting healthy aging. That's really what it does. None of us here minds getting older. You know, we want to get older, but we want to grow older with grace and feeling wonderful every step of the way. I mean, Michelle, just what you've experienced in the last 2 weeks, and Marianne, both of you know, and you're young, both of you, but yet you've gone back, you feel younger, you feel stronger already. So the NFR2, as I said, reduces oxidative stress. It helps to support healthy aging that's caused by oxidative stress. It activates that NRF2 protein that is present in our trillions of cells, that's responsible when it's working correctly. Michelle, it's removing damaged cells at a rate of 1 to 1 million per second, pretty much. And so
Crazy.
as you get older, that slows down. But when you go on NFR2 pretend again, it turns it on again and gets that working the way it's supposed to. It's incredible. It promotes the cellular ability to repair and to rejuvenate itself. And of course, it protects our cells from that damage. And there's so much around that. If you know, I encourage you to look up oxidative stress, look up what comes from oxidative stress, and know that we're bringing to the table something that can really help with all of that. And then we have another part to it of our system called the NFR1. And, you know, that's like the little batteries in each one of our cells, the trillions of cells. And when you think of mitochondria or your cellular energy, if you will, imagine how much energy it takes to run this brain on a daily basis, how much energy it takes to run your heart or to breathe. And when you take NFR2, you're turning on those mitochondria, helping the body to produce its own and creating more of that cellular energy, which I think both of you have already felt and know exactly what I'm talking about. And when they added the third part of this, which is our NAD formula, I tell you, to this day, I'll never forget the day that this came into my life. And we'd heard about the NAD, we knew it was coming. We had heard the fantastic science behind it, how it activates the sirtuin genes and our longevity genes. And I'll never forget taking it for the first time. And within about 30 to 45 minutes, it was just like something, and I'm not kidding you, and I won't tell my age, but something in me that I had not felt since I was a teenager in high school. And that's the God's honest truth. It was like, oh my goodness, such a mental clarity and the strength that I had not had in such a long time. And I was so grateful for it. And Michelle, you've seen my before and after pictures that when True Science, you know,
amazing.
3 formulas that I just talked about that makes our Tri-Synergizer, that by the way, when you take them all together, it creates a synergy that gives heightened results to all of it. It amplifies everything, which makes you feel absolutely amazing. Now imagine everything I just talked about and its ability to activate at the cellular level the genes that are so important to aging. And they've been able to put it into a skincare formula that activates, and Taylor, you might want to share more about the skincare because I'd love for you to teach on that. It activates that within our skin cells and also hair care on top of that. And we're the first to market with it. We're the first to bring this. We're the only NRF2 activated skincare and hair care in the world. Just phenomenal.
It's incredible.
If you have any questions, and I'll be happy to answer them. I just wanted this kind of a helicopter view.
So I have a question. As far as the hair growth, so we have the serum, we have the shampoo and conditioner. The serum, you have to have the serum with, if you're trying to have hair growth, you need the serum, right?
Taylor, would you like to address that? If he's still there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that we say is number one, we're not promoting hair growth. You know, we're not going to say that we're going to make your, you know, I mean, it's the biggest thing that we don't want to make a claim is that, you know, if you're bald or something like that, you know, that we're going to make your hair grow back if you're bald. That's not the claim we want to make. More than anything, it's really about a healthy scalp. And what a healthy scalp can do when it's really healthy. Most people think that the shampoo and conditioner that they buy at Walmart or Target, even if they spend $40, $50 on their shampoo and conditioner, they think they're getting really good stuff. They don't realize that, you know, it's stripping most of the natural oils out of their hair, drying their scalp out pretty badly most of the time. And the ability to nourish that scalp and really infuse it with what we have as our NRF2 technology is what got it to be award winning on the Think Dirty app.
is really what got it up there so greatly. And we've seen some unbelievable results, which we don't claim to cure, mitigate, or
Yeah.
or fix any disease or anything like that. But we've seen some amazing results off of this hair care system of people just getting a truly healthy scalp. Really working with some people that have had psoriasis, and they've had some great results with some improved just scalp health with people dealing with such dry skin on the top of their head. It gets so bad for some women especially. And so that's been a pretty amazing result to see in a product.
I think too, I just want to interject there as well, Taylor. Anytime you get the body functioning from the top of your head to the sole of your feet, the way it was created to function, some amazing things happen.
Yeah.
When you
Yes.
see genes activated,
Amen to that.
when you see them activated on the skin, in your body, the body knows how to repair. And so, you just see some incredible things when the body's doing what it was made to do, which is what happens.
Yeah.
Incredible. And we have a lot of before and after pictures to show that with the hair.
Yeah. In my group. What else? Did you want to just touch on our comp plan and the business opportunity at all? A little bit?
Do you want me to or Taylor?
You, if you could.
Jackie, why don't you run through that? I mean, the biggest thing that I'd say with the opportunities, what I've already said, is for those that are looking for, some real work from home opportunity, that have an entrepreneurial drive. This is a network marketing opportunity. This is about networking. This is about sharing this with people that you care and that you love about, and that you come in contact with that have a need for this. We are not trying to force this down anyone's throat. We're not trying to force sell anybody. We're not, buying a million ads to make sure that's the first thing and everything that you see every time you get on Facebook. The reality is we want to help people live better lives. If
Right.
I mean, when oxidative stress becomes the main word that everyone's talking about in a couple of years, and it's well known that LifeVantage has a patented product that can reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. You're gonna want to be the person that has that when everyone comes knocking your door down for it. And so opportunity wise, the compensation plan, Jackie can go through that. She is a comp plan expert when it comes to building this business and building it out. There's multiple levels to the ways that you get paid. Like in most network marketing businesses, it is a unilevel compensation plan. For those that are familiar with network marketing, as opposed to a binary compensation plan. So in my opinion, you have much more structure, you have much more infrastructure, you have much more ability for long-term retention. And again, LifeVantage is 6-to-1 organization-wide customer to distributor ratio. So we are very strong on the customer side of things, allowing us to, again, have more of that retention. When you have people that really enjoy taking your products just because they get benefit from them, and they're not interested in the business, but they just order every month because there's real benefit from the products, that's when you have something special. And that's what we have here. And so there's multiple ways that you can get involved, and Jack can talk about those quickly. We have a platinum, a gold, a silver pack, a starter pack, lots of ways to get involved. But the main thing is if you're looking for a change in your life, like I said, if you want to, make 2021 the best year of your life, then this is something that I would seriously take into consideration and take a serious look at.
Yeah.
Well, and what I'd like to say, I've been in this space, Michelle, for probably, I guess 30 years or more. And I've seen some, you and I've talked about this, the most incredible formulas, products run through our industry. I have tremendous respect for our industry. But I tell you, there's something, and I've heard you mention this before, about LifeVantage and the professionalism of it, the culture that we have that just kind of demands respect. And I really appreciated that. And one thing that's really important for those of you that are listening and you're considering a home-based business or you're looking at LifeVantage, there's something very powerful about being first to market and the first to explain. I was sharing with this with Michelle. If you were in a room and there's 100 people in the room and you asked how many people know what essential oils are. No offense against essential oils, but I'm gonna give you an example of what I'm talking about. And of course, everyone does. I have some myself. Now, how many of you use them? And of course, they're all going to raise their hands. It's a wonderful industry. It's, you know, very vital. But the fact is, it's been out there a long time and everyone knows who they are. So let's look at it from a business perspective. When you're in that same room and you say, how many of you are NERF2 activated? They're going to let you know. They don't know what you're talking about. And yes, there's a sense of pioneering, which to me is so much fun to be part of. But that's honestly, Michelle, where real wealth is made. If you want to be part of something that's going to create generational wealth for your family, that's willable and sellable and transferable, and you've got that just dogged entrepreneurial spirit that likes to be part of creating something massive, that's what we have here with LifeVantage. And the beautiful thing about our company is the cultural support that you get is incredible, along with, I might say, an amazing comp plan. And just to kind of give, again, a helicopter view, we can go more into detail, but they offer up front the 30 or the 40% commission, and we break that down for you how to accomplish that, which is really lucrative on that fast start bonus. And that's actually paid on every order they make in their first calendar month, which is really powerful. We also have a 9-level unilevel. But what really makes that special is the fact that it's not just a unilevel, but it's dynamically compressed. And I've been with, I've never been a network marketer jumper. I'm loyal to a fault. Honestly, I am. But, you know, I've been with another company that didn't have that dynamic compression, and the amount of money you can lose is really scary. But you know, LifeVantage is so liberal with us in their income and one of the best comp plans because they don't want you to miss one single penny. It's all the hard work you've put into building an organization. So they dynamically compress it each month. So there's nothing left on the table, nowhere. And I've seen that and experienced it, and it's wonderful. Another really big plus to this is that we have matching checks that are paid on 4 levels, 10% on all your personally sponsored and their unilevel checks. You get 10% of that. I can tell you right now, it's already a good part of my check each month, and I'm so grateful for it. And then you get 5%, 5%, 5%, and 3 more levels. So, you know, that ends up being a nice little chunk of income on top of that. And the other thing that I really love about this is the way they support the builder, out the gate builder, and how much support is offered around that, but also middle management. I found that to be something really unique that I'd never seen in another company, that when you reach the level of what we call Pro 5, which is minimal sales around 20,000, the company sends you all expenses paid on this incredible weekend retreat. And they roll out the red carpet for you. You get a chance to meet corporate leadership, and you have an opportunity to sit at the feet and learn of some of the most incredible builders in our company. And they really want you to have that time to mingle and get to know who they are and ask the questions and meet corporate leadership. And the one thing, as I was saying earlier, that I love so much about LifeVantage, among many things, is the way corporate really listens to the field, and not just listens to the field, but really respects the field. And both of you know how important that is, because you've been the movers and shakers out there. So you know how important that is when they really care. And I can honestly tell you, I'll be here 3 years in June. There has never been a situation that I've had, and I've worked hard, that I've not needed corporate and they've been there. And how many people can say that? And when you can have that merge, when you're out there in the trenches, building an organization, building an income for your family, to know that you can pick up the phone and you've got that support at the other end to get done whatever needs to get done. I've never had to beg. That's invaluable to us people in the field. And I love
Yeah.
that. So on top of everything else, there's bonus pools that are given. And when you reach Pro 7, I love this. The company gives you your choice of either a brand new Jeep, keys, title, and all, or 25,000 cash. And I was able to achieve that, and I was very grateful for it. I took the 25,000 cash, was able to pay off some bills, and also bought myself a CRV Honda, which I had always wanted. So that's the opportunity. And there's other bonuses, pools that are built in there when you reach the elite ranks. And I just think it's rich. It's a strong, steady income that you can build a residual base that'll be with your family, as I said, with legacy income forever.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, we get paid 8 different ways, I think I read. I haven't even looked at the comp plan. I've just been so excited about the products that I'm like, I don't even care.
I know.
Which that would be like some of my best advice I could ever give to someone that was looking at taking a serious run in network marketing is the only thing you need to know about the compensation plan is how to place people in it, and how to put people in your downline strategically and how to organize that. That's about all you need to know. All the other stuff, be in a position financially where, number one, if you need it, that's a different thing. And you can work with your upline to set goals to achieve those goals. But if you've got a job, I would just literally put those finances, let them build in your hyper wallet for 6 months. Don't pay attention to the comp plan. Don't get wrapped up in the ulterior motive. Get wrapped up in the love of this business.
Yes.
Get wrapped up in the love of sharing the message with people without a, hey, I get a fast start bonus, or hey, I'm shooting for a new rank, or hey, I want to go on this trip, or hey, or whatever. When that ulterior motive gets introduced, all of a sudden you become very salesy and you're not solving a problem anymore. You're solving your problem. You're not solving their problem. And so the biggest thing that, in my opinion, you can do is understand that the comp plan is there. Go watch, the video on it, go learn about it. Great. But then forget about it and fall in love with these products. Go share the opportunity, go share the comp plan, not the comp plan, but the products with as many people as you can.
Yeah.
That's a great advice, Taylor.
But the comp plan is great, just for the record.
The comp plan is unbelievable. Like I've said already, there is no better comp plan in our space, in my opinion, than LifeVantage's. But just for someone that really wants to, I've been involved in the space my whole life. Going on 30 plus years. 34 years now. It's been a while. I've been involved in this space. I've just seen the ones that win. And I've watched the ones that win are the ones that disassociate from the ulterior motive and that fall in love with solving problems for people. And those people that love to solve problems for people and be that person of value in other people's lives can just win immensely.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah. So does anybody have any questions that's on here? Let me just see who's on here. Tina, Marie, either one of you have any questions for us? You can unmute yourself.
No, that was awesome. I have just been so impressed. So I'm sitting there going, wow. I guess that's my word for the night is wow.
I know, right?
Yeah, all the product information was incredible. I listened to your first Zoom and I took tons of notes. And the second time I took another ton of notes, just nuggets, gold nuggets from what this product does. It's so cool. Yes, I'm just really, really impressed with that. And then of course, I am one of these brainy people who want to know all the information, and I've always been a comp girl. And what Taylor said about, solving the problem for people, that he nailed it, because that is the biggest thing. and how to place people. And that's my biggest thing, is trying to learn, you know, enough that, you know, when you're thinking about doing this, like where you would, you know, how it works, that you can place people and things like that. But yes, I agree completely. If you have a incredible product that people are getting results, which the testimonies that you shared were awesome. They were just left and right. Every time I look at your page, there was another testimony. And
yes.
so, you know, when you have a product that you don't have to sell, that is gold. When you don't have to sell something, and it's an incredible product and it's unique on the market. And so, yes, you have my attention, and I'm excited to get my samples to try the product.
They haven't come yet?
I don't have them yet. I've been to the mailbox every day. I'm like, come on.
Oh my gosh. I know the mail system sucks right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be there. Like, yeah. But yeah, I'm super excited that you attended this call as well as the other one, and I'm so excited for you to get started on it. You're just gonna love it. You're gonna fall in love with it just like I did, for sure.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So, you know, I've got a couple of things going, and so I'm trying to figure out fitting in things and all that. So I'll have to talk to you privately about some of that. But I'm just super excited about the information. I appreciate it so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Our pleasure.
I think she's already in love with the products, and she hasn't even
do
taken them yet.
Probably yes. I will just tell you, I'll tell you the fact that there's so many testimonies, because I've been you know, I've been in the industry for a very, very long time, and testimonies, you know, there's a lot of testimonies that are out there, but the fact that this is, you know, backed by medical scientific research studies, that is a huge factor, you guys, a huge factor. And that probably got my attention first, because I haven't even tried the product. And I'm a big believer of product, because I cannot put my name or back anything that I personally do not believe in. So the fact that, and here's the coolest thing about it though, whether I believed in it or not, the fact that the studies are out there and the testimonies and the proof says so much. That is so wonderful and very refreshing in this industry. And I know that probably Taylor will understand. And when I say how refreshing that is, because there's a lot of good companies and there's a lot of good products, but having that scientific proof behind the product. I have so many people who ask me all the time about that kind of stuff. And you know, in most situations, you know, you can give them ingredients, but you can't give them backing on the product itself. Test on the product itself. Scientific study on the product itself.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing that I looked at when I looked at LifeVantage, honestly, and my biggest pull was I could not bring myself to represent another company that was consistently only thriving when they were using non-compliant testimonials. And I get it. We live in a space that is non-compliant. Even on this Zoom, I mean, you know, I mean, people, you'll get into testimonial pages, our closed group, and you'll see legitimate things that these products have done, and you'll be like, oh my gosh. But that's not, you know, it's non-compliant to sit and talk about that, and you have to, you know, be very quiet when you're talking about any kind of result that you have, or where, you know, publicly or anything like that. You shouldn't be doing it. The thing that I love about LifeVantage is that you don't need any of that. Right. You have it all. You have it all because the products work and they're legit, but you don't need any of it. Because what you have is Harvard. You have the National Institute of Aging literally doing over a decade-long study testing every anti-aging. This is a legit study. Go to PubMed, go look for the National Institute of Aging in North America study that they did. They did over a decade-long study testing basically every anti-aging product they could get their hands on for validity. From drugs to nutritional supplements to everything they could get their hands on. And in over a decade, they found 4 products that were clinically proven to extend the life of the animal patients that they were tested upon. 3 out of the 4 products were hardcore over-the-counter drugs. One was a blood thinning drug. One was a diabetic drug. I mean, they had to be prescribed to you. There was one nutritional supplement that was proven to extend the life of the animal patients that it was tested upon, and that was our Pro Tandem NRF2. It was proven to extend the life in, I believe, female mice by 4.5% and male mice by 7%. And that's done over a decade-long study released by the National Institute of Aging in North America. And so again, to have all these studies done on our product itself, you don't have to rely on an ingredient. You don't have to tell a story. And then when someone comes question you, you feel unethical. And you go, well, I don't really have an answer, but this is what we say. You know, I'm not a fan of that. And so I love that there's an answer to every question at LifeVantage, and it's the answer that you want to hear.
Yes, I agree completely. And that is kind of where I even started looking. First of all, I was with Michelle with makeup, and just followed her and fell in love with her, and then when she was doing something different, I was intrigued and wanted to know what she was doing. And so it kind of led me, and I've been working with a company that's, in the nutritional field, but that is one of the biggest things, is like having that scientific study. And I love the fact that, somebody could go take a blood test on themselves and see their own results. That was a pretty neat, testimony in itself, just with that.
Thank you, Tina. You're so sweet.
That's, I mean, the nice thing, the one thing I will preface with the blood testing study is it is not a very common study right now. You can't just go to any doctor and have your T-bars tested. Your T-bars are a test that there are specialized doctors that do it all over the place. But if you just went in, most doctors, I guarantee you, if you just went into like your normal family practice doctor and said, hey, I want to get my T-bars tested, they would look at you very funny. They'd be like, if they knew what it was, they'd be like, why do you want to test that? And if they didn't, they'd be like, what are you talking about? Try to
Yes.
make you feel silly because they don't know what it is.
Yes, that is true.
And so that is, I do want to preface with that, because yes, we do have the test and the ability to go get your T-bars tested, take this product and show the reduction of oxidative stress. And so that is there as well. But again, you've got so much validity, and we have enough people of actual distributors that have already gone and done that. If people want to go do it themselves, it is, a test that's not normally covered by insurance. And so I want to give you all the legit upfront information, but it's 3 years in. I mean, this stuff is it's just legit. It just is real. It's no joke. And what I've seen more than anything is retention in the best possible ways, where people are winning. And it's not, it's not a bunch of people at the top kind of, and a bunch of people, it's not the split class where you've got this upper class that's controlling everything, and then this lower class that's kind of feeding the upper class. We have a really beautiful blend all the way up from every rank, and they're all recognized in their own right, and they're all acknowledged at their own right. So many people just want to get to $2,000 a month, and they don't need to get to that $50,000 a month level. They just want $2,000 a month, and we have the ability to get people there in LifeVantage, help them get there with hard work, but then not only get there, but stay there. And I think that's the biggest thing about network marketing is, I mean, I don't want to say this egotistically, but anybody can go out and get lucky and make $200,000 a year in network marketing. It's I've seen it happen a million times.
That is true. Well,
keeping it is a different story.
And you are so right. And here's the thing. People do not mind spending money on products that they get results from. And the retention is there when the product works. But if a person is not getting the response or the results from what they're paying for, that's where you have retention fallout. And so, or you have refallout, you don't have the retention. So that is exciting, because when anybody can say we have strong retention, that is key. I used to work with insurance, and I always would say I would rather keep a client than, because if you keep a client, then that is golden versus going
Yep.
out and getting 2 new people that are not going to stay with you. So
Exactly.
so that's
Well,
awesome.
the biggest thing that I'll add on that I wanted to say is not only is the retention key, not only is the product efficacy important, and the true validation it has, but it's also the price point. The fact that LifeVantage took it among itself to make this product so affordable. To know that Protandim NRF2, I mean, you get for, I mean, what is it, like $50 on subscription right now? Like 50, 60, I mean, $60 retail, but I think like
49.
Yeah, $49 on subscription. So for $50 a month, you get this product, which, I mean, to be honest, for all intents and purposes, they could charge $150 a month for that one product, that one bottle of pills for a month's supply, and have it just be the flagship product that they focus on. But they
Honest
brought
to
it down to
God.
$40 a month, and it's the #1 product sold around the world. It's unbelievable, but they do that so that the masses can enjoy it on a monthly basis and not feel like they're choosing between filling up their gas tank and getting their Protandim, or getting their groceries and getting their Protandim. And then we're just simply introducing other products that you're already using. I mean, everyone uses shampoo and conditioner every single day. And this is something that not only is better than anything you could ever buy at any store or salon, but it's also doing really good stuff for your body. Smart Energy, I don't know just about anyone that's not drinking some kind of coffee, energy, something throughout the day, spending $4 or $5 a day on a Starbucks, or they're getting their Monster Energy or their Red Bull or their tea, or one thing or another. They're going and buying there, even if they're a health nut, they're spending $5 on a big glass of kombucha. Whatever it is, they're doing something. With our Axio Neurotropic Smart Energy drink, I mean, it's a game changer. And so I just look at all these things that are after that. It's just replacing the things that you're using that are crap with things that are really beneficial for your life. And it's not, you don't see a lot of cost differential when you're really like looking at your monthly expenses, removing some of these things. I mean, Axio is so affordable. The hair care, it's on the expensive side, but man, I think it's worth it in every cost.
When it changes the whole texture of your hair and removes all the damage, I would pay $150 for that stuff.
Yep.
Honest to God, because I was spending $70 through another network marketing company for my hair care, and it didn't even compare to this stuff at all.
Mm-hmm.
So
Tina, I appreciate all your input, and Michelle and Marianne, I just want you guys to know how excited I am for you. This is going to be a fun journey. I know you guys are just getting started, but I just know the amount of lives that you're going to be able to bless stepping into this for not only your families, your significant others and your children, but for the family outside of your homes, the people that are going to come into your lives, that are going to be your welcomed in new family, that you're going to be able to bless their lives immensely. So just thank you for letting me share. And I just
thank you.
Look forward to you guys all soon. And hopefully once all this craziness is done, getting together so we can all hang out at a real event, like, the normal world back for all this craziness.
Yes, that will be awesome.
Yes, I can't wait.
Well, thank you everyone for hopping on here, and Jackie, Taylor, Marianne, everybody. Thank you so much, and I'm going to end the recording. Hold on. Okay.